Welcome everyone. It's the end of day 18th, and if you want to know what happened today, stick around. Today it was another semi-bad day, so I experienced most of the problems that I did when the other bad days happened during this fasting season. So if you would like to know what was different, stick around to the end of the video. And if you're new here, welcome. In this video and on this channel, I talk about prolonged fasting, anywhere from 3 to 6 weeks. I've been doing it for the past 28 years, and I think that I have enough experience and tips and tricks up my sleeve to help you successfully start and finish your own prolonged fasting journey. Okay? All right, day 18. Thank God it's over. I have my notes already. I still have my scarf because of my shoulder pains. The shoulder still hasn't improved, even though it's been, I don't think, 3 days, I think. And that is, I think, part of the reason why I'm having a bad day, but that's not the only thing. But to take things slowly, let's see. Today I slept, let's say, a little longer than usual. Why? Because I wanted to rest a bit. I have been sleeping okay, let's say okay, but because of the shoulder pains and the arm pains, it's difficult to move in the night and to adjust my position just so. And I am and I'm only sleeping on my back, so I'm not used to sleeping on my back. I like to sleep on my side, and this is part of the problem why I'm sleeping badly and why my back hurts. So in the morning, the first 15 minutes when I wake up, I still have to stretch in the bed just to get my muscles of the back going, you know, and to relax a little bit of the muscles in my thighs and in my legs. What else? Yeah, today I was weighing myself and there was no drop in weight. It was probably drop in fat, but not in weight. We will see tomorrow. I think that the problem is that I forgot to take my laxative for the past few days. I think it was the last time that I took them, it was on Wednesday. Today is Sunday, because Thursday and Friday I wasn't at work because of my muscle inflammation, and that's why I haven't emptied my bowels for what 4 days, 4 days, and that's never a good idea because you feel very tired, you feel very cranky, you are not the real you if you do not take care of your bowels, especially when fasting. So I think that's it. Today I think I drank half a liter of it warm. It's not very pleasant if it's warm, otherwise it's okay. And I think that tomorrow we will see the results. I hope. But yeah, that's it. What else? Yeah, today what signified the bad day is that I really wanted to eat. It is day 18th, and today I would like to eat the lunch that I prepared for the boys. My husband also. We had vegetable soup. And the boys ate the vegetables, and we only ate each one plate of the clear stuff, you know, just the broth. It was divine because it had salt in it, and I really miss salt. I don't miss sugar as much, which is surprising since I was such an addict just 3 weeks ago. But salt I really did miss. So maybe that helped a little bit with my electrolytes, and I didn't have any dizziness spells today, so it's not exactly a really bad day, but it's close enough. What else? Yeah, I for the past 2 days I've been watching Greg Wallace travel all around Europe, its major cities, and he was discovering the cuisine of the capitals of the cities. And me and my husband were really looking at each other and thinking, why couldn't we go? So we, or I at least, have decided that maybe, let's say in, I don't know, 3 months, we may, I don't know, get a Friday off, hop on a train, and I don't know, see Vienna or see Venice or maybe Budapest or some of the capitals that are near to us. That would not be a bad idea since all of the food looked delicious. And at the end of the series, we just looked at each other. Why are we doing this to each other? I mean, this is so masochistic. I can understand. We are not eating anything. We would like to eat everything in that show, and that's probably one of the reasons why I am fed up with not eating and not chewing. But there is a good side. Today I didn't eat any apples. Oh, I didn't eat any apples the day before. I just had I think 1/4 of it. But today I didn't take any pain medication because my shoulder is improved well enough that I can manage the pain without any medication. So yeah, the one other thing why I think that I am feeling not as myself, a part of that not emptying my bowels, is that I didn't drink any vegetable juice today. I just couldn't manage it. I mean, it was too much. I am fed up with the juice. I'm fed up with the teas, but the teas I keep drinking because I know that they are helping to flush the toxins out of my body and help the organs, especially kidneys, to process the toxins. So I'm not fooling around with the teas, but with the juice, with the vegetable juice, it's like that. It replaces the nutrients and minerals while you're fasting, and it helps to keep the hunger away. I didn't feel a particular hunger until I don't know, it was 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and my puppy is lying on my feet and they're so warm. And I didn't feel like, I looked at those shows and I looked at all of the great food that they were eating and I said, I cannot drink that vegetable juice because now I can almost taste the food and it would spoil my taste of the good food that I was watching, not eating, not even smelling, just watching. So yeah, today I didn't drink any vegetable juice. So at 3 o'clock, I begged my husband just to squeeze us a couple of oranges, and he did, and we spoiled ourselves a little more um, after before nightfall. So it was, I don't know, 3:30 in the afternoon, and we started with the tea with the freshly squeezed orange juice, and I just drank the last sip 15 minutes ago, so it's around 4 hours. Yeah, you don't need a lot. It was half a cup, and it was enough. It was enough just to freshen up your mouth and freshen up your tongue and have something, something good on it. What I forgot to mention throughout the fasting is, I think I didn't mention anywhere else, that I am really, really thirsty, but not thirsty, like I need to drink because I drink a lot of teas, but my mouth are very dry, especially when I'm sleeping. Incredible. And my husband complains about this also. So at night is a very good idea to have tea, like immunity boosting tea or some kind of tea, because water is not really recommended when you are fasting after the Broyes method, just because the teas should be enough because you can drink whatever amounts of immunity boosting tea as you would like. So it's very good to have some tea ready on your nightstand. But I forgot to do it in the past 2 days, and I have to go straight to the kitchen. But my kitchen is linked to my living room, and that's where the box is for the puppy. And if I get up at 3 o'clock in the morning, so will he, and I'll have to take him out to pee because he will not last the night. But if he's sleeping, he lasts through the night, and I would rather sleep than walk around and be and not be thirsty. So I just you know, I hang on until morning, and then I have a big glug of the immunity boosting tea just to, you know, freshen up my dry mouth. Okay, that's it. What else? Yeah. Tomorrow is Monday, and I decided to go to work even though my arm is not really functional. I tried to do some work today on my laptop. It was really interesting because I was sitting on my sofa, and my hand was, you know, on the sofa with the mouse, but I have no idea how I'm going to sit behind the table, you know, with my back straightened and my arm lifted, because I still can't lift my arm properly, not on the side anyway. So, but if I have it on the table, it's lifted on the side. So I am still deliberating how I'm going to do it, or how long I will be at the workplace tomorrow. It will depend on how good I feel with my shoulder. So yeah, that's it for my plans for working tomorrow. Um, and all in all, I just want to say that um, I am happy. Mhm. Hiccups are very, very usual when fasting. I just start hiccuping whenever. It doesn't matter when I drink. The hiccup starts and I have to drink. And this is only happening during fasting. I don't think that I have such an enormous amount of hiccups in any other period that is 3 weeks in altogether. So yeah. And what my final thoughts were for day 18 and for today is that I'm really happy that day 18 is over. I still have 3 more days to go. Yeah, just to finish up this day, I'm glad it is over, and I am really looking forward of Wednesday. My husband the same, and I can't wait that Wednesday finishes and that hopefully my arm will be working again, and that I can do my final measurements. I can have the final video, the video 21, and then on day 22 to do, you know, the full back to eating video, which I think is going to be interesting enough too. All right, so I will put my notebook away, and now let's see what I have on my computer for day 18 a year ago when I was also fasting. And I kept my notes. I never kept notes of the fasting period. I just jotted down, you know, if I had a really bad day, and I wrote how I felt, but I never had day-to-day experiences written down. So yeah, it is interesting to compare. So yeah, let's see. Last year I started with let's see, April 21st. It was day 18, and my weight was 69.8 kilograms, and that was, oh, I gained 300 grams from the previous day, so I gained weight. But that's nothing unusual. It doesn't mean that you are getting fat. It means that I don't know, you didn't go to the bathroom as much, or you are full of teas or something like that. So don't despair if you have even half a kilo go up through the day, because in the next few days you are going to drop more, and take my word for it, you are dropping fat every day, because those are the energy sources while you're fasting. It's called ketosis. All right, back to my day 18 a year ago. So my entry was at 9 o'clock at night, and I wrote, what a day. Okay, it looks like it was better than today. I had this amazing dream this morning. I didn't want to get up. I was dancing in a ballroom in a beautiful dress. Oh, it was that day. Oh, you have to listen to this. I kept my eyes firmly closed even when I knew I wasn't dreaming anymore. I needed to. This was something that doesn't happen to me very often, but when it does, I need to take full advantage. So I did. It was Sunday after all, nowhere to be today, so I daydreamed about my dream, making up scenes in my head and thought about the entire book. I got up almost at 9 in the morning. My youngest said that this was the latest he saw me get up, and he was right. I usually am up before any of the boys. But they beat me to it this morning. And not only that, all of the clothes were folded and already for the closet, and my husband even served me the kidney tea. How I appreciate him. I still do, by the way. Afterwards, he took the boys outside. They decided to build a small house near the swimming pool for storage. It took them almost for most of the day, and I was left alone inside. Sitting at a computer, I started writing. And 2 hours later, the outline of the 25 chapter book stared back at me. I basically wrote all of the 25 chapters in 2 hours on that day. It was incredible. I can still remember it like it was yesterday. And then I wrote my new book. Now all I had to do is write it. A guilty feeling rushed over me. I have 4 books written and none of them published. And now I'm going to start the 5th one. But I know now it's the perfect time. When inspiration hits, I can't ignore it. I will persist until I'm ready to write. And what better time to do it than now when fasting and home. I barely took the time to prepare snacks and lunch for the boys again. I used a recipe I haven't tried before. They were licking their fingers even after they were done. My energy is over the roof again today, and I had no problems with any of the chores. In the evening, there was work to be done for my business, so I edited my article and prepared for all of the 35 posts that were going out next week. I couldn't believe how productive the day was. Going to bed, I was still hoping to get another glimpse of that ballroom, but I knew my dreams never repeated, so instead I read a great romance story instead. All in all, it was a very productive, beautiful day. Oh, if I only had this kind of day today. Well, no, I don't wish it because I don't know how I would write it since I can't type with my right hand. So, yeah, it can happen. Focus days and this creativity days are so incredible while fasting, and this was on day 18th. I remembered that I had one, but I didn't know exactly what day it was. Oh, I would like to have it again. I mean, it was such clarity, you know. I could hardly type. I remember it like it was yesterday, as I said. I could hardly type, you know, the thoughts just kept running one after another, and I just couldn't stop. It was incredible. I wrote and wrote and wrote, and I just couldn't put the computer down. It is an incredible feeling. And as you can see, it lasted throughout the day. And I'm not going to spoil the surprise for me and you, and I'm not going to read what happened on day 19th because I want to know. I want to know if this was such a great clarity and you know, creativity day. I want to know if day 19 was a bad day. Because usually, if I remember correctly, over the past 28 years, usually when I had this great day full of inspiration, full of energy, full of, you know, let's do this and this and this and this and this, usually it was followed by a pretty bad day. You know, because you are high in energy and then the energy drops and you need to, you know, get back on your normal level of energy. So I'm wondering if this was the same thing that happened last year. So I'm really interested what's going to happen in day 19th a year ago. I forgot. Honestly, I forgot. I don't remember. I did remember that day, but I didn't know which one it was. So yeah, I'm interested. And now I am really starting to think that another good romance story wouldn't be that bad, even though it's Sunday and I have to prepare for tomorrow, you know, at least what I'm going to wear and how I'm going to cover up my shoulder. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting evening after all. So what I would like to say next is, if you are inspired and if you think that this series is, has filled you up with some kind of desire to try this fasting period for yourself. It doesn't have to be for 3 weeks. You can do it for, I don't know, 2, 3, 4, whatever you think you can manage. But in my opinion, it is good to go at least for 2 weeks. Why? Because after that day 8, you can start to experience the good side of the fasting. You can experience the weight drop right away in the same day. Day number 2, you're going to drop anywhere from I don't know, a kilo to 2 kilos. It depends on how overweight you are. But after day 8, 9, 10, the days are going to get better. You're not going to be hungry. You're not hungry if you're using the Royce fasting method, but you're not going to have any of those bad days or crashes. You're just going to feel good about yourself and good about the fasting and good about life in general. And I don't know, you can watch day 10. I don't remember what I said on the video on day 10. But all in all, you forget the bad stuff, you forget the bad days, and all that's left for remembering is the good days, the creativity days, the energyful days, the focus days. Those are the days that stay with you. My puppy is licking my, my feet. Incredible. So yes, if you are inspired, I have two tips for you, two I don't know, advices. One is think about your why you would like to do it. Is it to experience those days? Because as you can see, my creativity day last year was on day 18th. This year, I had a really focused day, but not a creativity day. And I think it has to do something with my shoulder and the problems that I have with it, because it kind of it focused all of its energy on my pain and not on the fasting period and the days that I could have. So maybe that something has something to do with it. But yeah, even day 14 is great. And another advice that I would like to give you is speak to your doctor. I say this in all of the videos that I've made, and I still stand by it, even though I didn't do it. So this is do as I preach and not do as I do. I think it's Phil Collins's song. But yeah, I have a unique situations because I have been fasting for 28 years. I started in my late teens and I did it on a dare. So I didn't have any health problems then, and I got to know the fasting period pretty well because I fasted at 18. I fasted for 18 days. I remember this. And I just stopped because I said, okay, I proved my point. That's it. And yeah, I don't feel the need to go to the doctor because I know what fasting does for me. And I know what a bad day looks like, and I know what looks like a bad fasting experience, and and I know when to quit. Like I said, I've been fasting for 28 years, but that doesn't mean that all of those 28 years I completed the whole 21 days or even 42 days. I had, I think, the couple or three, maybe 6 weeks fast. They were done purely for health reasons. But I stopped at 14, I stopped at 18. I remember that 2 years ago I stopped on day 18th because I had such problems with my health. It was diarrhea on diarrhea on diarrhea, and then I had, on the same day that I had this dreadful diarrhea, I had an eye infection, and then my cough started, and it was all in the 4-day period. And I even had to go to the doctor for infusion, I think you say, you know, just to get some sugars into me. I was so exhausted from the diarrhea, and if the problem is that bad, you stop, you know. And I have good experiences from now, and I know when it is only a bad day like it is today because I just want to eat, or I feel, I don't know, not full of energy, and I know what a really bad day looks like when you're sick. So even though my muscles are inflamed in my right shoulder, that doesn't mean that I'm going to stop my fasting period, because it is not that bad. And I know that I did it to myself because I slept on my right shoulder in such a weird position, and then I didn't, you know, exercise any of the shoulders, and they got inflamed. So it was my fault. So it's not that I should stop fasting just because you know, I had to take a couple of pain medication, and I just had to eat some of the apple, just to have some food in my stomach to properly digest the pain medication, you know, to go straight to my bloodstream and not into my kidneys. So yeah, I'm rambling. Anyway, those are my 2 tips. And if you would like, I can also always help you. So if you have any questions, any comments, please write them in the comment section. I will be happy to get back to you. Okay, that's enough for now. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your patience. And I will see you in day 19. Woo! I can't wait. Bye.